signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Oh, the article is working. All right, so the prayer that I just read, I'll put it at the end. All right, so let's read this one. Harry snubbed dinner with Charles and William the day Queen died after Meghan was banned from joining. That's the thing. And look at one of my videos. I said while they're there, they should stick together. I've said this. They had a plan. This Queen death, I don't know. I know it's my stupid, humble opinion. It didn't happen like that. It didn't happen just like that. Maybe the Queen was sick, but they fast forwarded. Okay, while they were in the UK or in Europe. Okay, so they wanted, and while they're there, they wanted to isolate Harry, and then go with their next plan.
Meghan and Harry love story is a terrific story. It has unlimited fairy tale appeal.
She does what she feels comes naturally, and Harry is the most relaxed member of the royal family.
Do you see any scenario by which Harry and Meghan overshadow Kate and
Oh,
William?
yes, I do. I mean, this is immediately was my first thought. You know, this could be a problem. This could be a problem.
That plan is not done. Okay, Harry and Meghan need to understand this. That hate that you have no idea came from, we don't know either. You just in bare existence doing your thing. I don't understand where the hate come from, but for them, it's there. They're not done. So be very careful. It has been done before. I did this video before we knew all of this. It's like every day I'm seeing more reason why that video, it has been done before, keeps on reminding the isolation. And Princess Diana told you guys. Princess Diana told you. All right.
Well, I had knowledge of it. Well, from people who minded and cared about our marriage. Yes. Pretty devastating. It was already difficult, but it became increasingly difficult. People were, when I say people, I mean friends on my husband's side, were indicating that I was, again, unstable, sick, and should be put in a home of some sort in order to get better. I was almost an embarrassment. Well, there's no better way to dismantle a personality than to isolate it. Very much so.
Princess Diana is the blueprint. Isolation and all of this put you in a mental institution and all of that. If Harry were to go, so many scenarios. This happened to Harry, this and that. You can't see him. He's this, he's sick, he's that. They'll give you the perfect excuses. And guess what? The British press will go along. Okay? The main thing is they don't want you. So please, Harry, I'm telling you, at the bottom of my heart, as much as you try to be a good person, just stop. Just stop. Do not leave your wife. Always work with them. If you decided, I know you've been doing since your grandfather passed, I keep on saying don't go, don't go, don't go, but you went, it went out well, thank God for that. But their plan still going. Okay? They still trying to go their next plan. I've said this, but let's read this. Okay, a grieving Prince Harry snubbed dinner with Charles and William at Balmoral the day the Queen died, after he was told it was not appropriate for his wife Meghan to be by his side. Wow. Can you imagine this? Whether or not it is true, okay, I don't know. I'm reading this because I come across it and I want to share with you. So when I throw my humble opinion, if some of my humble opinion it may reference to this, at least you know I share it with you. For Harry, who had good relationship with his grandmother.
How did it feel being back? Being with her.
Being with her, it was great. It was just so nice to see her. You know, she's on great form. She's always got a great sense of humour with me, and I'm just making sure that she's, you know, protected and got the right people around.
Well,
her.
you make her laugh. That's what she always says. Did you do it again?
Yes, yeah, I did. Both Meghan and I had tea with her, so it was really nice to catch up with her.
And you want him to be by himself, and then when his mom died, you didn't give him the affection and, you know, the support that he needed, and now you're telling him you don't want his wife to be by his side. What the F? All right, let's see here. Listen to the article. So there's the audio of the article, but I don't want to be black for that. Let me read it with my freaking accent. You stuck with me. All right, member of the royal family rushed to Balmoral on September 8 after receiving news of the Queen's ill health. Harry insisted his wife join him, but the Sun report now King Charles told him over the phone it was not appropriate. Another scenario as well is that, remember, maybe the Queen probably was not really that. Another thing that I'm seeing here, maybe it was something they threw out there, all right, for Harry to quickly rush over there. But Harry didn't fall into their bait. But to continue that process, when Harry didn't fall into their trap to come by himself and say his wife needs to come and they have to follow through. It's not funny, but they follow through with the plan and say, sorry Betty, you gotta go under the bus, we already put the word out. But the most important thing is they want to isolate Harry. All right. Oh my God. But anyway, that's just a sidetrack. Okay, stupid me talking. Okay, the paper say Harry missed the RAF flight to Scotland. Okay, so I'm glad I'm reading this because there was some stuff I'm missing in between. All right, after the announcement of the Queen's death and all of that. All right, the paper say Harry missed the RAF, the Royal Air Force flight to Scotland with his brother William. Wow, that just remind me of something. I think, was it who was getting ready? Someone was getting ready in a car, and I think it was a PR move they were trying to do where they're going away or something. Someone left in the car and left either William by himself or something like that. I don't know, but anyway, the paper said Harry missed the Royal RAF, a Royal Air Force flight to Scotland with his brother William and Uncle Andrew and Edward as a result of the disagreement. Wow. Because he said they really didn't want to be near Meghan. Wow, wow, wow. This is not good for them. This is not good for them. And I'm glad, well, in a way, I'm kind of happy it went to that way, because there'll be, can you imagine that flight? Everybody stay silent. They can talk because Meghan is there, because Meghan will put them in their place. Oh my God. They're afraid of Meghan. I can't believe this. They're afraid of Meghan. Oh, but he made his own travel arrangement, landing in Aberdeen alone 5 minutes after the death of Queen was announced to the world. Oh my God. It doesn't look good for the royal family, whatever way you want to make it. All right, but they surely showing Meghan is the queen over there. When he arrived, and that's why she got that side eye from what's this one from what's Edward's wife, Ford Fiesta. Oh shit, what is her name? Ford Fiesta. All right. When he arrived at Balmoral an hour and a half later, he declined dinner at Charles Balmoral home, Birkeland, the Sun report. Wow, the Sun have all the scoop. This is the invisible contract. Okay, he is instead said to have mourned with Edward, Sophie, Wessex, and Andrew at Balmoral Castle. Okay, I don't know anything. Oh, is it, who was? He is instead said to have mourned. Okay, I don't know who's the he. Is it Harry or Charles? Okay, I don't know. A source told the paper, Harry, there it is, a source. You know, this part is probably not true. When it comes to Harry, it's not true. A source told the paper Harry was furious. Meghan was not allowed to be by his side, adding he left Balmoral as early as he could on September 9th to rejoin his wife at Frogmore Cottage in Windsor. Yeah, they wanted to separate them. All right. And they did that on purpose. They probably... Remember, there was a part where they wanted... what is it? One of them was getting close to live to Balmoral. Frogmore, not Balmoral. Frogmore. Oh my God. What is it? One of them, is it William or Kate, was moving closer to Balmoral, and they wanted a closer eye on Meghan. We said that. I don't know if there's any connection to it, but they know Meghan was by herself. That's another thing we need to look at as well, if this nonsense that I'm reading is true. All right. Despite the disagreement, Harry and Meghan joined William and Kate on a walkabout in Windsor 2 days after the Queen died. This is the next PR. All right, their first plan did not work. I knew it was a PR. I knew it was a PR the minute it came out, because their first plan did not work. All right, they put out the Queen whatever. All right, urgent to make Harry rush, because they know how much Harry care about the Queen. All right. And Harry said, my wife had to come with me. All right. So guess what? They said no. So that scratched. The plan scratched. Now they threw Betty under the bus. And now Harry said he's not coming without his wife. Okay. So now the next plan was to put a straight face after this disastrous thing that just happened. They fly without Harry. And now this nonsense came out. So they have to do that PR thing. Now I understand. Now I understand. Let's see here. The Queen was laid to rest on Monday after a state funeral in Westminster Abbey and a committal service at St. George Chapel in Windsor. She was buried with her late husband, the Duke of Edinburgh, in a private ceremony with the royal family on Monday night. At the committal, so that's the thing here. That just reminds me of Harry and Meghan's wedding, where Meghan did that little ceremonial by themselves. This is where the people keep on saying she's lying or whatever. But if Harry and Meghan said they call the priest to come and bless their thing together, it's for them. Alright? And then the big spectacle was for the royal family, for the public, to make money, to get the cheer and all of this BS that we saw. Alright, so the one that I'm gonna go with is what Meghan said. Why will Harry and Meghan lie about that? There's no reason. And then nobody asked them about it because nobody knew about it. They decided to bring it up. So why will they lie about something like that? Alright, so if the Archbishop came and said his BS, he's truly something is not right. Well, then again, he's the type who came out to defend a pedo. I'm like, the minute I saw him came out, I didn't care he was the one who presided on the wedding. I threw him under the bus too. I'm like, what the fuck? You coming here to for people to have sympathy for someone who abused children? No. Okay, so that's one thing. I'm done with that part. Every little sentence brings some other things because these people are not genuine. They are not genuine with any of the thing that they do. All right, let's read. But Harry and Meghan are, and they hate them for it because they're trying to help people. Oh my God. All right. She was buried with her late husband, the Duke of Edinburgh, in a private ceremony with her royal family on Monday night. Now, if I were to say, I don't believe this, the same way they're saying Harry and Meghan then do the private ceremony before their full one wedding. You know, this is the derangers kind of talk kind of thing. If they did it, they did it. Oh my goodness. At the committal service, the Dean of Windsor, the Reverend David Connor, said, quote, "We have come together to commit into the hands of God the soul of his servant, Queen Elizabeth II. You know what? Well, I'll leave that to the true God, because you people don't behave like the defender of righteousness. Whatever, but let me read the BS anyway. Here in St. George Chapel, where she so often worshipped, we are bound to call to mind someone whose uncomplicated yet profound Christian faith bore so much fruit." That's baggage for God. The true God, the one that I cherish, I pray to. That's baggage for God. All right, fruit in the life or instanting. But wait a second. I'm here now. All right, it's almost done. But then they said this is in private. Okay, where did all of this came from? If this is a private, where is it? She was buried with her late husband, the Duke of Edinburgh, in a private ceremony with the royal family on Monday night. At the committal service, the Dean of Windsor, they said the thing was private. Where is the private ceremony? Yeah, I read it and it registered in my mind. Duke of Edinburgh in a private ceremony with the royal family. How the hell do you know about this then? Why are you putting it in quote? Private ceremony. Should that be only the family be there? Unless they give you a transcript of it. But anyway, let me read the BS. Food and a life of unstinting service to the nation, the Commonwealth, and the wider world, but also and especially to be remembered and displayed in kindness. When they said, was it in the world? The first thing that popped up in my mind is the image of her shaking hand with Trump. Whatever nonsense that was put, conversation that was there, baggage for God. All right. Dean praised the late queen, calm and dignity present. He said the monarchy's disposition, quote, has given us confidence to face the future as she did with courage and with hope. All right, whatever. But anyway, let's see if Twitter's still working. No, not this one. Yep, it's still going at it. Oh, now it's working. Hey, hallelujah. God give me what the F is Valentine Law. This is Chris Evan. I follow him, but I'm not going to go into that. All right, so I continue. I was going to stop, but I was distracted with other thing. I'll cut the part. Twitter wasn't working for a while. So I was going to cut the video short, but let's continue. All right, so this is a small conversation here that started here. At this point, like 95%. That's the one I bookmarked, but it started here. Okay, it all comes down to this. They knew that they could be cruel enough to make Meghan Markle leave. They just didn't expect that Prince Harry will leave with her too. And they still bitter as hell about it. Yep. Okay, at this point, like 95% of royal commentary is just them trying to insist the family didn't make a massive mistake. The kind compassion is not part of their nature. They like to abuse. I saw things in between. They like to abuse, and then they want people to call back. Like they are like air and water, this kind of thing. All right, and that racism and misogynoir is okay because of hand holding. All right, all this tough talk by Charles and the threat of permanent exile for Prince Harry is designed to cause Harry to panic and behave, that is, not publish his book. Yeah, I think the book part was part of it. At this point, Harry is digging his heel in. Let's see who blanks first. The slammed down monarchy can cope and they know it. That's right. I mean, like I said, go back at the beginning, just around the part where the Queen death came into it, and I said, right now there's discussion going on, and I think the book was one of them. Okay, the book was one of the discussion that they were playing, and I was like, I'm pretty sure Harry said he doesn't give a shit. Whatever Charles decides, Harry was like, yes, go ahead. This and that pisses them off. That pisses them off. Now it's coming to light. I said it like last week. Those who watch my videos every day will hear when I said that. Well, no, let me take that back, because YouTube is holding some videos back, so I don't know if they come out yet. Oh yeah, look at this. YouTube is holding them all back. All of this, the one with the yellow thing, limited, a whole bunch. There's this one here, for instance, 286 for the sake of his grandmother, the Queen. All right, there's a picture of Meghan supporting Harry. All of this, nope, limited. There's this again, limited. All they had to do was respect his wife. Limited. Then you guys are not seeing it. And there's this one here. He created the family he wanted, needed. All right, nope. And that's where I took that part out on that video yesterday. I think that's at 6 o'clock. This is gonna change this part here. That's why I took that out, because they didn't approve that. So but they approved this part. I don't know, these people have some issues. All right, so when you see it, you see it, but I said it already. Just go by the date that I said in the video. It's already up, so I can't change it to insert for you to think that I whatever, but I don't have time to keep on going back. All right, let's see here. What permanent exile? You're joking, right? Oh, I was here. I didn't finish it. Okay, all this tough talk by Charles and the threat of permanent exile for Prince Harry is designed to cause Harry to panic and behave, that is, not publish his book. At this point, Harry is digging his heel in. Let's see who blinks first. The slammed down monarchy can cope, and they know it. And the thing is that they took everything away from him too quickly. I mean, I know I did say Charles is very smart, but what they did to him when Harry was leaving was too quick, too sudden. All right, because now Harry is in his 2 feet. Thank God to Tyler Perry, and I need to listen to that interview, by the way. All right, to Tyler Perry. That video, if I do watch it, I'm probably gonna record and edit right away and put it out. You might see it before that one, but as of now, September 24th, I have not listened to that interview that Tyler Perry did, that I've heard he spoke about the Sussexes, him open his home for the Sussexes. I have not listened to it yet, so if you do see it come out before this video, that's because I probably uploaded and then YouTube didn't give me any problem. All right, let's see here. I think yeah, the thing is that they don't have any bargaining chip for Harry, because the shit that they put Harry through, taking his security at the most where he needed it, okay, where he really did. COVID, borders were closing off. You had a toddler with you. Oh, baby, I don't know if Archie was did Archie turn 1 yet? I don't remember. All right, so there was the panic. This is where he could have come to secure or help, but nope. Leave him out there to the wolves. So Harry already went to the bottom already. So now he's on, he's on his 2 feet. It's like, do whatever you want, but because I've been at the bottom already, so I know how to survive. I know how to swim. You cut my wings, you told me to fly, and I'm flying. This is it. I've been saying this so many times. Okay, that's that. What permanent exile? You're joking, right? They don't seriously think they can ban him from visiting the UK. Okay, I totally agree. The British royal family messed up big time. That's their own doing. Instead of embracing a modern monarchy, they've just highlighted how the notion of racist elitist is not accepting in today's modern world. Believe me, this blueprint was happening. That was the thing they were aiming at, especially during Trump thing. Okay, when you look at, I didn't share this part with you, when you look at Israel, things that they're doing to Africans, migrant workers, oh my God, I didn't share them with you because they were too political. I know YouTube was probably gonna block this video, those videos out. Okay, the system was in place. They were waiting for 2020 to finish that. Just look at some of the things that I highlighted during Trump presidency. Okay, this old man where those police officers, where did it happen? I know it's in New York, Buffalo. Okay, This old man, they push him down and his head was hit the concrete floor. And I'm like, what did America come into? What we all I talk about it. All right, this is the path that they were going through, but we put a stop to it. It was too much. We're not about that. We went out. They let the COVID end when President Obama left a blueprint for them to stop it, how to prevent things like that. He literally let it come in, and thinking people will not go vote. People were like, F this. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die fighting. Okay, we all went out. I even share me going voting. I went early voting. There was no line, nothing. I just walk in and walk out. Okay, I went to the office where the voting place was and did my voting. I was like, there's no way. I don't care what situation we are in, I'm gonna vote. All right, and I think I took a picture or something like that, and in a video I shared it. You guys could go to some of those videos. This was the plan. Okay, and I know when you look at some of the steps that were happening in the UK with the Tories, where I even highlighted some of the Russian oligarch, where some regular Brits were saying you need to, what's the term they use, embargo, this kind of thing. When they were doing embargo, they let those Russian oligarchs being fined in those palaces. You have police go and protect it. So UK was already on board with that line, but they were playing the two faces. The Brexit didn't happen like this. Go back to, there's one video I never put it out. I think I uploaded but never put it out. And I was thinking, when I do, what's this thing, Patreon, I will only let my members see it. Maybe I'll put it now. Then again, I have issues with YouTube. YouTube might even block it as well. I put it, I did the video but never uploaded. Some of the things that I said, that did not happen yet. And I was like, this is too controversial. I went way back, things that I saw that was happening. Okay, not from reading books or whatever. My intuition, see things, put one and one together. And I was like, what the F this country is coming to? So the plan was way before. Okay, when President Obama became president, bam, this is where they went full force. It was going on, but they're using President Obama as that excuse where they should go full throttle with their objective. Okay, it was already in the plan, but they put it on steroid to go full blast. Okay, where am I? Let's continue. Oh yeah, the UK, the Brits, not its citizen. Politically speaking, the Brits were already on board. Okay, you see a lot of things that were happening that they're already on board. Pretty much around the world they were on board. It's just the 2020 election in the United States put a halt to it. But guess what? If we falter, we don't keep on voting, guess what's gonna happen? The plan is still at play. They still at it. They are still at it. And one thing every American should keep on, pay good attention when they throw the shiny object. Think that doesn't matter, to confuse you, to get your eyes off of the prize, not to vote and all of that. I'm saying things, don't vote, they're not gonna do this. Go vote. Pay attention. Vote. This is how they get in there to do their nonsense. And then I even share stories about there were black Nigerians or kids of Nigerian descent who born in Germany. They were treated well before Hitler. What happened? Okay, and then they, go back to those videos. I share that video with you. It's already there. I don't want to spend too much time. I'm literally an hour now. All right, let's see here. Totally agree. The British royal family have messed up big time. Instead of embracing a modern monarchy, they've just highlighted how the notion of racist elitists is not acceptable in today's modern world. This is the tweet that made me go through all those shenanigans. All right, clean up on aisle 3, as in KFC 3. I put F and that was a good one. Okay, also trying to do epic damage control spin on the train wreck that is the Wales marriage again. They need a dose of their own medicine when they visit the US and Commonwealth. I don't know. I don't think America is paying too much attention to their shenanigans, but we have our own issues. Honestly, whether it be a mistake or not, I think the family wanted them out. That's for sure. In my opinion, everything points to that. We can point to several reasons why they wanted that, but I think the decision was made and the plan put into action. Yep. That is that. The thing, I think the main thing is, okay, the thing is the illusion that they had, how they get the public to adore them, to get taxpayers' money. The veil was coming off. Okay, when you see a few seconds, Meghan went over there, did the cookbook, did all of that to sustain those charities. Our cover just went off the hook. That was one of those things. There might be others, but this was one of them. All right, so they went to work at that. All right, all the media leaks and stories from the palace. Oh, did I finish with that? Okay, honestly, whether okay, I read that already. All the media leaks and stories from the palace were aimed at isolating and humiliating Harry. Meghan was cast as the fame-hungry narcissist, and Harry as a selfish, groundless child incapable of leading a meaningful life outside the royal family. Charles has essentially disowned Harry. Yep. Yeah, thank God Harry, you know, the foundation, all the nonsense they put him through, he had the foundation to see through it. Especially the speech that he did when he was leaving to meet Meghan in Canada, okay, where he said he knows he never got it right, something like that, but this one he has no other option. It was after many months and talks and all of that, so they didn't accept them.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
Okay, the decision, the half in and half out, all of this, they didn't accept that. So he knew what he had. He knew, like one of the squad was saying, the golden eggs. He knew what he had. He's not gonna let it go. And then the pain they put him through since he was a child, his mother passed. Okay, so he could differentiate a few moments. Okay, it's a couple years, right? With Meghan, he sees the difference, the people Meghan has around her. Okay, every chance that he got when he was dating Meghan, every chance that he got, he flew to Canada. I know they say in the engagement interview, they don't stay 2 weeks without seeing each other. All right, every chance that they got, they are with each other. The energy between them was there, so Harry could differentiate, okay, the two energies. All right, the one he grew up in where he was always in pain, and then the one when he's with Meghan. I've always tell you that life, you're not supposed to be in pain. Okay, your body doesn't design to be in pain. The minute you get the slightest cut, your body went into damage control, trying to make sure you don't get infected, you don't do this, you don't do that. If you have good nutrition practice, all of this, the body went into full mode to take care of it. Okay, so your body is not made into having pain. So Harry, who was in pain since his mother died, the nonsense the institution was putting him through, and then the few moments he's with Meghan, he could see the difference. He's like, I don't want this. I don't want that kind of pain. I'd rather have this where I get up every morning, I'm smiling, there's probably music all the time, the kids dancing, making noise. He wants that. All right? And there's some scenarios where I say Saturday morning, they're probably making pancakes, waffles, you know, the kids sitting on the counter. There's one instances on one video, I remember saying all of this. This is what Harry wanted to have because he had that with his mother. So he's recreating that. The thing that they snatch away from him and then they're trying to pull him back into, he was like, no, I want my child to experience something different. All right, so he's not gonna let it go. So that speech he did, he let people know, I tried to work with my family, but they won't give me what I want, so I leave. All right, all the media leaks and stories from the palace were aimed at isolating and humiliate Meghan, and Harry was cast as the fame-hungry narcissist, and Harry as a selfish, gumless child incapable of leading a meaningful life outside the royal family. Charles has essentially disowned Harry. Okay, and the other 5% is why Harry needs to return, whether he belongs. LOL. Okay, totally. I was trying to understand what's that 5% mean. I mean, if every time he comes and they're treating him like that, why do people feel like they always have to belong to? I mean, they don't want him there. Look how they treated his wife and all of that. So when he decides to bring his child there, how the hell are they gonna treat his own child? No thanks. They don't want you, so just leave. Create your own table. Meghan told you guys that. Just for 5% you want to go back to it to be in pain? Oh, I think she meant it as a joke though. Okay, we all know the royal family fumble the ball big time. Yep, we've been saying that. Big mistake, big mistake. Fumble more like rumble the plastic princess. Okay, I don't know what that means. What is that? Buzz off. Tories likey. How Brexit going? Let me leave that. Let's go to the next one. Oh my god. Okay, I probably need to stop. I need to start edit. Alright. Ferrari versus Ford Fiesta. Truer word have never been spoken. That is true. Ferrari. Even at this, I spoke about it in video 1. And look at the, yeah, now I remember her name, Charlotte. My goodness, you could see that. Wow, wow, wow. Princess Diana, do whatever you can to protect those children. This is too much. Alright, Meghan is simply a cut above the rest. They know it and they can't stand it. She simply glows no matter where she finds herself. Thank you, Alina. You said it beautiful. Okay, what is that? Okay, she was always too good for these people. The elegance, the critical thinking skill, the forward-looking nature of her activism. They hated her because she reminded them of how irrelevant they were becoming, and it ate them up inside. That's probably that. That is very true. Oh my goodness. Because I remember, I think Access Hollywood in the US, I was watching that thing and they were talking about the I think it was Kate, one of them. Oh my god, I stopped watching it because everything that I was hearing is price tag of everything. I was like, what the F? What is the issue here? What did she do? Something like that. And I was like, I'm fed up. Okay, quite the look there. Kemi looks stoned already for the Alzheimer's home. Sophie gaze is of someone that would have been accused of casting an evil eye and killing someone innocent cow. Behind them and the veil, Lady Macbeth. Okay, they're the 3 witches from Macbeth, the weird sister, either that or the wicked witches of Windsor. That's probably that. Oh shit. The way they do that. Okay, let's see. For me, the problem is not Sophie, it's the woman standing behind Camilla. Okay, instead of looking after the children, that's a good thing she brought with her. That's a very good point. Camilla had to move aside so the children could stand in front of their mother. It shows KKK lack of diplomacy and how she hates Meghan. Wow, putting more distance. Wow, wow, wow. The picture is like a Renaissance painting. Look at that. Charlotte's like, oh wow. This is telling. Instead of uniting in grief, the married and wives of Windsor united in bully. Yep, that's probably that. Yep. Wow. What's with Sophie's evil eye in that photo? Kate is more like a Ford Pinto. What's a Ford Pinto? Everyone has been her backside. Okay, let this picture be known in the history book. That's for sure. Okay, damn, I just realized if you were to put Camilla and Fiesta face, oh my god, over one another, they have the same drop face line from so much frowning. Alright, let me move to the, what is it? Is it the other one is older than Ford Fiesta? The concert woman? Alright, I think it shows that in the end, UK press will simp for the institution. Camilla is queen. They won't attack her like they once did. Okay, Camilla is not getting all this good press for nothing. She's in bed with the press. Of course. Of course. You see her dancing with those the one who wanted to have an interview with Meghan, and Harry said no. I also think it shows that the institution has the power to shape the press when it chooses to intervene, at least UK-based press. Yep. There's me here. She knows how to play the game, but she's still the third person who made Princess Diana's marriage a bit crowded.
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
I think she's still the side ho 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 that messed up Princess Diana's marriage. Okay, just wait. The UK press love to move the royal down a peg or two when they need to feel important. It has always happened more with the spouses. Camilla is low-hanging fruit. Even now, they bring up how she was shamed and humiliated in the past and now deserve praise. Yikes. Sort of a hobby for her. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, I may stop some of my tweets because I'm starting to get tired. Okay, Palace leaking again as usual. Harry said no to dinner with father over Meghan. Okay, I just read that article. I don't think it's this one, but the article. Okay, the Duke of Sussex refused to have dinner with his father and brother after his wife was banned. Okay, Harry made a promise to Meghan and her church before God and everyone that he will choose Meghan and forsake all others, including family, working royal, racists, royals, and kings. Tempongate himself. That is a very good point. And then didn't we, the squad, point out how they were laughing at them when the Archbishop, the other priest was talking? They were laughing at them. Now who's laughing now? Okay. Harry and Meghan were serious, but the other ones thought it was a joke. So there it is. They stuck by it. Alright, that's another point that I just went here. Okay, this family head is head of the Church of England. It is right there in the scripture. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Genesis 2:24. Okay, the man said he ain't leaving his wife to go have no dinner with them. What's the big deal? Snuggle up in bed with your gorgeous wife or dinner with the two incandescent. There's not a man alive that would choose that latter. That is true. That is true. Furthermore, Harry don't have to take none of that shit no more. He rich. The GIF. There was no truce. Truce over what? Harry and Meghan were mourning the Queen. That's right. Gary and his kids remain 5th, 6th, and 7th in line to the throne. Is that the new name, Gary? That's the only constant between Harry and the royal family. Anything else is projection. Harry and Meghan and Callie with their family. That's the family. Okay, if they need to reach Harry, they can have their palace people called Harry's Montecito people, and let's just say not Montecito people, Archwell people, people, and he may or may not get back to them. That's a very good one. Good King Harry, he is real man, soldier, great husband, and fantastic, loving, caring father to his children, which is something Charles could not ever measure up to. Charles is not a man, he's a tyrant. Alright, there's this here, and then I move on. Their side leaks. Harry and Meghan speak with their full chest and open mouth. That is true. Royal family allow royal rights to speak for them. There's the I. Harry and Meghan do not. Invisible contract mean royal right make money off the royals. Harry and Meghan speak for themselves. Hits their pocket hard. Royal family, royal rights. We don't believe you. Everybody lies. Okay, exactly. The backstabbing royal using the tabloid to talk shit about Harry and Meghan. Palace leaks again. Alright, let's see here. Why they so mad at Meghan but not Harry? Meghan and Harry have done everything 50-50. So if they are mad at one, they should be mad at the other too, because they do everything together. Goes to show there's an agenda against her to isolate her and then, you know, do something stupid and make her blame her for it. That's the plan here. Alright, that's the plan here. And Meghan said, what is it, salt and pepper goes together. So she let them know. That's another thing here. I guess they didn't listen. They have some really hardcore problem of not listening. Their mouthpiece all over Meghan's podcast. Meghan literally told them salt and pepper work together. So what were they trying to do? They didn't listen to Meghan? I'm telling you. So it's their own fault. Alright? So that's that. Next tweet. I'm probably gonna cut this video into two because now it's past an hour. Prince Harry refused to dine with William and Charles on the day the Queen died because Meghan was not allowed to join him. Okay, there's this here. Oh, I covered it while Twitter was giving me some problem, and I read this. If this is part of video 2, so I read it in part 1 of this video. All right. Why will Harry someone with well-documented security concern, and the UK not want his wife by his side. You have asked this man to leave his wife in England while he traveled to another country. All right, there's this, and I posted that. All right, I think I was having some issues with this. This is the third version of this story, which one of these versions is the truth. Let's see here. Okay, now this time. Prince Harry was banned from a family dinner hours after the Queen died over fear he would blab about it in his forthcoming book. The book probably already done. To speak. Okay, instead of joining his father, King Charles III, and his older brother at Birkenhall, Harry remained at Balmoral with the Queen's other children, Prince Andrew, Prince Edward, and Princess Anne. 2 dinners were being hosted on the royal estate that night, and there was a clear divide. One was for the new king and his heir, the other was for the rest of the family, the Sussexes. Who knows? They know that, no one is gonna dispute them in court for the lie, so they have the pass to go. No one wants to dine with enablers of this monster. What is that now? Alright, today the courts ruled in my favor again, cementing that the mail on Sunday owned by Lord Jonathan Wathamer has broken the law. The courts have held the defendant to account, and my hope is that we all begin to do the same, because as far removed as it may seem from your personal life. Okay, I think Meghan said that when she won her case. If it's not, tomorrow it could be you. That's for sure. This is one thing that I was saying during her copyright case. I was like, this is for all of the UK. They may not like Meghan, but this is for them. All right, these harmful practices don't happen once in a blue moon. They are a daily affair that divide us, and we all deserve better. Duchess of Sussex. Yep. All right, let me go to the next tweet.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.